So very good morning everybody. You're very welcome to Monday morning's Move, Breathe and Stretch class, and happy Monday to you all. Hope you all had a lovely, I was going to say bank holiday weekend, hope you all had a lovely Halloween. Let's get straight into it. Let's start on the top of our mat. Starting in Tadasana pose, mountain pose, feet hip width and distance. Taking your hands to your side, let's start off with a few neck rolls. So tucking your chin to your chest, take your left ear to your left shoulder, back your head to the back of your neck. Right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. Let's do 2 to 3 more of these neck rolls. Left ear, left shoulder, back of the head, back of the neck. Right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. And left ear, left shoulder, back of the head, back of the neck. Right ear, right shoulder, chin to chest. Switch the direction nice and slowly. Right ear to right shoulder, back of the head, back of the neck. Left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest. 2 more rounds. Right ear, right shoulder, back of the head, back of the neck, chin to chest. And last one. One more. Nicely done. Coming back to the center. As you come back to the center, place your hands into a prayer position, thumbs touching your sternum. Interlace your fingers, take your hands up under your chin, raise your elbows up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin right into your chest, reach out through the palms of your hands. Inhale, raise your hands back up over it, so you're going to reach them up and back. As you exhale, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms together, and then straighten your hands. Take a deep breath here, inhale, and exhale. As you exhale, slightly bend your knees, draw your chest towards your thigh muscles, and your hands right out over your head. Take one deep breath here, opening the chest, the shoulders, the back of the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Release your fingertips back to your mat. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Root the rise, push your feet into the mat. Take your hands to the side, bring your hands back up over your head as you inhale. This time we're going to side stretch. Take your right hand, grab your left wrist. Sway yourself to the right, so C-shape your body. Take one deep breath here, inhale. Exhale. Opposite side. Place your left hand on your right wrist and sway yourself to the left. One deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back to the center. Through your center line and by your side. We'll do one more round. Palms or thumbs touching your sternum. Standing nice and tall. Feet are grounded into the mat. Core is engaged. Interlace your fingers, take your hands up under your chin, inhale. Exhale, rounding into your spine, tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, raise your hands up over your head. Take your hands behind your back as you exhale, out through your nose. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms together. Take an inhale, open the chest, open the shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. Work your hands right out over your head, slightly bend your knees. Take one deep breath here in our forward fold, inhale. Exhale. Release your fingertips to your mat. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Push your feet into the mat, take your hands to the side, bring your hands back up over your head. Inhale. Side stretch, right hand grabs left wrist. Sway yourself to the right. C-shape your body. Take a deep breath here, inhale. Exhale, opposite side. Hands back to the center. Left hand grabs right wrist. And you sway yourself to the opposite side. To the left. Nicely done. Bring your hands back to the center. Take your hands back through your center line again. And by your side. Nicely done. Let's continue our warm up with 3 full rounds of Surya Namaskar A. So Sun Salute A. So standing in mountain pose. Again, feet hip width and distance. Or you can also place your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Grounding your feet into the mat. Engaging your leg muscles. So drawing up through your kneecaps. Hands to your side. Shoulders draw towards your ears, back and down. Tuck your chin in slightly to your chest, so the back of your neck is long. So 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale to Urdhva Hastasana, that's tall mountain. Raise your hands above your head, look up towards your hands. Exhale to fall forward. Hands come through your center line, release your fingertips to the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift, or the Uttanasana. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, step your left leg back and your right leg back to the back of the mat. Inhale and plank pose, push the mat away from you, round your upper back. As you exhale, let's all take option 1 for the first one this morning. Drop your knees to the mat, Point your toes away from you, bend your elbows and lower all the ways to your mat. This is option 1. If you're newer to yoga, this is the option you're going to take for the rest of the practice. Inhale to cobra pose. So slightly push your hands into the mat, look forward, feel that across your chest, across the front of your body, strengthens your back muscles. Tuck your toes under and push back into downward dog, our first downward dog. So in downward dog, we're looking to, I would say, upside down V shape your body. Feel that stretch all along the back of your legs. Fingers are spread wide. Feel like you're stretching your mat as you work your chest towards your thigh muscles and your heels back towards the mat. Big toes turn in slightly, heels out slightly. Take 3 more breaths here. Downward facing dog. So our target area, calf muscles, hamstrings, right up through your glutes and through your spine. So slight tilt to the pelvis forward works. Should feel a nice stretch to your hamstrings, your glutes. Your navel is drawn in. The core is engaged. 1 more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Look forward towards your hands. Come right up on your tippy toes. Bend your knees. Step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Root the rise, push your feet into the mat. Inhale, raise your hands back up overhead. Exhale, hands back through your center line. And back by your side. Nicely done. Round number 2. Inhale to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to plank pose. Step the left leg, the right leg. Take an inhale once you get the plank pose. Remember, you have your option to drop your knees. Next option, you bend your elbows, lower all the way to your mat. Point your toes away from you. Inhale to cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push back into downward dog. So we're going to take about 5 breaths in downward dog. And in Surya Namaskar, we use downward dog as a resting pose. But as you can see, it's quite an active resting pose. Gives us a nice stretch to the back line of the body. Strengthens wrist joint, elbows and shoulders. This downward dog. Check back in with your breath. Making sure your breath is consistent. Breathing in and out through your nose. Matching the movement with the breath. Without using your breath, it's merely just a workout. Transition to the top of your mat, look forward to your hands, come right up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nicely done. Exhale, fold forward. Root the rise, push your feet into the mat, inhale, raise your hands back up over your head. Exhale, hands back through your center line. By your side, nicely done. Let's go through 1 more round. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, fall forward and down. Inhale to a halfway lift, look forward. Exhale to plank pose, step the left leg, the right leg back. Inhale and plank pose. We've been through option 1 and option 2. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga Dandasana or 2 Chaturanga Dandasans halfway down. Roll over your toes, bring your chest forward, draw your shoulders back, lift your chin, upward facing dog. Really nice back bend. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. 5 breaths. So in this downward dog, I want you, again, just control your breath. Draw your awareness to your breath. Deep inhale and slow exhale. Transition to the top of your mat, look forward. Come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Push your feet into the mat, inhale, raise your hands back up over your head. Exhale, hands back through your center line. And by your side, so you should be feeling nice and warm now. So let's add a balanced posture to our sequence. We're going to work with Vrikasana, tree pose. So working with the left leg first, spreading your toes nice and wide of your left foot. Ground your big toe, your little toe, into the mat, and then all toes back into the mat. Option 1, heel to your ankle, right heel to your ankle. Option 2, calf muscle. Option 3, above your knee joint. So above or below your knee joint, and pushing that right foot into the side of the left foot. Left leg, I should say. Hands to prayer. Soften your gaze. If you need to use a wall, use a wall. Standing leg is strong. And then raise your hands. If you can, palms together. If that's too much in your shoulders, you're hunching your shoulders, relax your shoulders, take your hands out to the side. 5 breaths, Vrikasana, or your variation of Vrikasana, tree pose. Balanced postures help us strengthen the standing leg, stabilize your ankle and knee hip joint, improves balance, improves concentration, and it cultivates mental clarity, so it keeps us present. Slowly bring your hands back to your center line, thumbs touching your sternum. Draw your right knee back to the center and place it back on the mat. Release your hands to the side. Feel free to walk it out. If you're feeling a lot of tension along that left leg, walk it out. Opposite side. Right foot is grounded. Left heel to your ankle, calf muscle or above your knee joint. So take your option, or the option that suits you today. Remember, you don't have to get into every option in yoga. Remember, this is your practice. I'm just sharing mine with you. So take the option that suits you. Hands to prayer. And then release your hands back up over your head. Drawing up through your pelvic floor muscles. Engaging your core muscles. And your gaze. Gaze at one point on the floor. Soften your gaze. That's your drishti point. Holding. 3, 2, and 1. Hands back to prayer position. And then hands to your hips. Left knee out in front of you. And place it back on the mat. Excellent. Let's continue to flow. Standing back in Tadasana pose at the top of your mat. Let's flow our way back to the back of the mat again. And then step into lunge. Inhale to raise your hands back up over your head. Look up towards your hands. Exhale to fall forward. Reach your fingertips to the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, step back either to option 1, plank pose. Option 2, just step straight back to downward dog. Your choice. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to cobra pose or upward dog. Nicely done. Exhale back to downward dog. Sorry, we'll come to warrior 2 pose. Raise your right foot back and up, inhale. Look towards your hands and step your right foot in between your hands. If your right foot only goes a small bit, just help it forward. Ground your left heel to the mat. And then windmill your hands. Left hand back, right hand forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend into your front knee another bit. So your front knee tracks over your ankle. Lengthen your spine. And ground the outer edge of your left foot into the mat. Lift the inner arch of your left foot. Firm this left thigh muscle. Firm your rib cage. Draw it all in. Your drishti point this time is out over your front middle finger. Virabhadrasana B or 2. Bring your left hand behind your back. Find your right hip crease. Face the palm of your right hand up towards the ceiling. Bring your right hand up over your head. Inhale. Look up towards your right hand. Keep leaning into your right knee. Keep your legs strong. Look up. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Keep your left hand exactly where it is and straighten your right leg. Bring your right hand forward. Heel toe your back foot in just a few inches. Right hand forward as far as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Release it to your shin. Inhale. Open that left side of your chest towards the ceiling. Look towards the ceiling if your neck allows. And then raise your left hand up over your head. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. You have the option of sliding the right hand down along the right leg, but what not to do is when the right hand goes down, left shoulder drops, and then we're something like this. We don't want that happening. Open through the chest. Stack your shoulders. Keep your legs strong and grounded into the mat. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Bend your right knee. Inhale to warrior 2. Nicely done. Exhale. Windmill your hands. Frame your front foot. Come up on the ball of your back foot. Step your right leg back to meet your left leg. Option 1, plank pose. Option 2, back to downward dog. Exhale, lower to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to back bend. Nicely done, everyone. Exhale, push back into downward dog. Excuse me. Inhale, raise your left foot back and up. Look to your hands, step your left foot in between your hands. Ground your right heel to the mat. Windmill your hands. Warrior 2. Bend into your left knee. So relax your shoulders. So you're still facing the front of your mat. I'm just facing the back of my mat so you can see me properly. Hands are shoulder height. Challenge yourself. Bend into your left knee another bit. Feel a difference in the warrior posture, warrior 2. Bring your right hand behind your back. Find your left hip crease to half point. We're looking to open the right side of your chest. Flip the palm of your left hand up towards the ceiling and reach it out over your head. Look up towards your left hand. Now straighten your front leg. Heel toe your back foot in a small bit. And bring your left hand forward as far as you can. Release your left hand to your shin. Open the right side of your chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, raise your right hand. Look up towards your right hand. Do Theta Trikonasana, triangle pose. Excellent. Bend into your left knee. Inhale back to warrior 2 pose. Heel toe your back foot back a bit. Let's transition through a vinyasa. Windmill your hands. Frame your front foot. Come up on the ball of your back foot. Option 1, you can push back to downward dog. Option 2, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra pose or upward dog. Exhale back into downward dog. Take a few breaths here in downward dog. Nicely done. So you should be feeling nice and warm now. Energy running through your body. There's no better way to start your day, your week, than a yoga practice. It prepares us for the day, for the week. Both mind and body. Look into your hands. Inhale, raise your right foot back and up. Step your right foot in between your hands. Push it into the mat. Elbow forward if you need to. Inhale, raise your hands. Crescent lunge. Now place your left hand on your mat to the inside of your right foot. Inhale, raise your right hand. Look up towards your right hand. Holding. Back leg is strong. Feel free to drop your back knee if you want. 3, 2, 1. Pitch your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Heel toe your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Lizard pose. Those of you that have been consistent with move, breathe and stretch classes, 7 a.m. in the morning, you know that we could do quite a lot of lizard poses. For a simple reason, they're very, very good for you. Great hip openers. And they are challenging. Lizard pose for 3, 2, and 1. Step your right leg back to meet your left leg. Plank pose to side plank on the right. Swivel your feet. One foot can be in front of the other. One foot can be on top of the other. You can drop your bottom knee. Inhale, raise your left hand. So side plank. Try not to sink your hips. Lift, lift. Push that mat away from you. Lift, lift. You really feel it in your side body. Your side core. Holding. 3 more breaths. Nicely done. Place your left hand back in the mat. Push back to downward dog. Well done. Stick with me. You can drop your knees to the mat. We're going to move our way to lizard pose on the left. Step the left foot forward outside the left hand. So straight into lizard pose, we'll skip our crescent lunge. And even in lizard pose, you can rock side to side or forward and back. Take 3 more breaths, lizard. Let's take that twist. Right hand goes into the center of your mat. Inhale, raise your left hand. Look up towards your left hand. So key here in lizard pose, legs are staying strong. Sinking into your hips. If your back knee's off the mat, engage all the muscles down on the right leg. Holding. 3, 2, 1. Place your left hand back in your mat. Heel toe your left foot into the center of your mat. Well done. Step back to plank pose. Left leg steps back to meet the right leg. Side plank on the left. Shift the weight into the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your feet. One foot in front of the other, or drop your left knee. Inhale, raise your right hand. Look up towards your right hand if your neck allows. Take 3 more breaths here. Vashisthasana, side plank. Push the mat away from you. Great pose to strengthen wrist joint, elbow and shoulder. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Plank pose. Right hand back to the mat. Inhale and plank pose. Exhale. Drop your knees to the outer edge of the mat. Sit your bum back in your heels and keep your hands forward. Nicely done. Let's wind it down. Drop your forward to the mat. Take a moment. In this moment, observe. Observe the difference now in your body as to when you first came to your mat this morning. Take a moment to enjoy what you're feeling. Most importantly, enjoying it for the rest of the day. Slowly come into all fours, swing your feet forward. Let's finish off with an inversion. I'm going to give everybody an option for inversion. If you have neck or shoulder issues, even if you want to practice option 1 today, it's a really nice option. So I have a block beside me. You might have a pillow, a book, or you can also roll up your mat. You can also place your hands in and under your lower back. So Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Blocking under the lower back. Take your feet up towards the ceiling. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Option 1, stay here. You squeeze your feet in towards each other. So there's a little bit of action there in your legs. Option 2, knees to chest, hands to your lower back. Your feet are slightly behind you. Half shoulder stand. Option 3, walk your hands up your back, point your toes up towards the ceiling. Stack your ankles, knees, hips and shoulders in one line. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Come back a notch. Remember, never push into pain. You can use the wall also. In the wall you can just, I'll use my radiator, push your feet into the wall. Maybe lifting one leg. Vice versa. Okay, so we're going to hold for maybe 8 more breaths. So inversions play a big part of our practice. They reverse the blood flow, which in turn slows down your heart rate, improves your circulation, encourages the flow of lymph in your body, which helps fight bacteria, thus improving your immune system. There's never been a better time to improve your immune system. Conquers fear of being upside down. If you're in the full version, shoulder stand, bend your knees, bring your hands back to your mat. Knees to chest, slowly lower yourself, upper, middle, lower back. When your lower back touches the mat, place both feet on the mat and rock your knees side to side. So one side to the other. Windshield wipers. And then take both feet back out in front of you. And let's lie in Shavasana. So it's very easy. Skip this pose. Try not to. It's just 25 minutes of our day for ourselves, improving our health and our well-being. This pose is just as important as every other pose you've done here this morning. Feet as wide as your mat. Hands to your side. Face the palms of your hands up towards the ceiling. Close down your eyes. And just let it all go. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. And exhale side out. Shavasana just for a few moments. So if you have a little bit more time, please stay in Shavasana for another 5 or 10 minutes. Other than that, our 25 minutes is nearly up. Bring moving back to your fingers, your toes. Shake your head side to side. Draw both feet back together, heels touching, point your toes away from you. Interlace your fingers, stretch your hands right over your head. Take a deep stretch or long stretch your spine. Take a deep inhale. And exhale side out. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers outside your right knee. Rock yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Option 1. You can also roll to the right hand side. Option 2. Push your left hand into the mat followed by your right hand. Place your hands into a prayer position. Thumbs touch your sternum. Sit tall. Close down your eyes. As you close your eyes, we're going to finish our practice by saying Namaste to each other. Namaste means the good in me sees the good in you. Bow your head to your hands. As always, a sign of gratitude to you, to your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed your yoga practice with me. Don't forget, we're back here Wednesday morning and we're back here Friday morning. If you've enjoyed your practice, tell everyone you meet today. Get them on the mat again Wednesday and Friday, and let's move through the lockdown together. Okay, any feedback, you can send it to us, guys. We love hearing feedback. Any request, I'm more than delighted to do any requests for you. Make sure you're signing up to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Other than that, have a fantastic week. Happy Monday. Thanks, guys.